really surprising report coming out of the Washington Post. Gaza post-war plans envision voluntary relocation of the entire population. Now, I say this is surprising, not because Trump hasn't proposed it before. Trump proposed earlier this year to get all the Gazans out of Gaza temporarily, and then he would build a big, beautiful hotel and casino somewhere, and then they could all come back in, but it would be really nice. This, however, has a lot more specificity to it. So this is coming out of the deep state paper of record, the Washington Post. The Trump administration and international partners are discussing proposals to build a Riviera of the Middle East on the rubble of Gaza. One would establish U.S. control and pay Palestinians to leave. What does this come from? It's a 38-page document circulating the administration called the Gaza Reconstruction, Economic Acceleration, and Transformation Trust, or GREAT. Great. Did you catch it? Great. And according to the report, this was developed by some Israelis who were involved in creating the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, and the financial planning was conducted by a team from Boston Consulting Group. Okay. Now, I know everyone's immediate reaction. What the hell is this about? Why is America getting dragged into some awful conflict in the Middle East? And even if it doesn't seem like a conflict right now, it's not going to win us any friends. It's not going to help influence people. We're kicking out 2 million Gazans, and we're involving ourselves in this awful part of the world. We should just stay out of it. Why? And hold on. This is being promoted by the Israelis. Why? We don't want the Israelis to pull us into this. What on earth is going on? Hold on. Before you inveigh against this plan, just wait until you find how much it's going to cost. Because according to the reports, we would pay Gazans $5,000 each. 2 million people, more than 2 million people. That's $10 billion right up front. Then we would pay for 4 years of rent wherever they go. Then, on top of that, we would pay for food for 1 year. The Gazans would voluntarily leave. If they didn't want to leave, they could stay. They would just be taken into restricted, secured zones. It's a euphemistic way to put it. They'd be brought to some camp somewhere in Gaza. And then the Gazans who own land would be given a digital token by this trust in exchange for development rights, so they could develop nice, big, beautiful, futuristic communities there, and they could redeem the token some years from now, 5 years, 10 years, who knows, for an apartment. What's the catch? Hold on 1 second. Go to Shopify.com/Knowles. I am an entrepreneur. I've started a number of businesses over the years, most recently, of course, Mayflower Cigars, and going way back, man, oh man, would I have benefited from Shopify. Now, you can immediately benefit right now. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. We even use it for our own Daily Wire Shop to make sure that things are running smoothly and efficiently and you get the goods. You might be asking, what if I can't design a website? What if I'm worried people haven't heard of my brand? No problem. Shopify's got you covered from the start with beautiful, ready-to-go templates that match your brand style, help you find your customers through easy-to-run email and social media campaigns. If you need a hand with everyday tasks, their AI tools created specifically for commerce can help enhance product images, write descriptions, and more. They have phenomenal award-winning customer service 24/7 to share advice if you get stuck. Turn your business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial, and you can start selling at Shopify.com/Knowles, K-N-O-W-L-E-S. That is Shopify.com/Knowles, K-N-O-W-L-E-S. Shopify.com/Knowles. What's the catch? People are going to freak out. I think a lot of Americans, not even just pro-Trump Americans or just conservatives, I think a lot of people are going to say, well, we don't want any part of this. This is going to be expensive. Hold on. We don't want to attract any more ire in Gaza. We don't. It's not worth, the juice isn't worth the squeeze. I think this is a negotiation. I do not think we can take this report at face value. First of all, nothing is printed in the Washington Post unintentionally. This was obviously leaked. The fact that the little detail was included, that this was developed by Israelis involved in the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, makes me think that the whole purpose of this plan is to freak out the Arabs. Because don't forget what happened back in March. Do you remember? Earlier this year, President Trump said, okay, look, you people can't figure out what to do with this ceasefire. You're not going to have a ceasefire. You can't figure out what to do with Gaza. The Israelis won't stop the war. Hamas won't give back the hostages. The whole thing is just the Arabs are totally useless on this. Okay, then we're going to take it over. Yeah, if you two, it's just when you talk to your little kids. If you two can't play nicely, I'm taking that toy right now. That's my ball. I'm getting that. No, but we want it, Mom. Oh, yeah, well, you better play nice with that. You better work this out between yourselves. Otherwise, I'm taking it, and I'm building a casino there. I don't think I'm reading too much into this here. Because on the domestic front, nobody is going to want that. Very, very few people in America are going to want us to involve ourselves, risk our resources to help rebuild Gaza. Most people don't want anything to do with Gaza. But what happened when Trump pitched this at the top of the year? Remember? He said, okay, we're going to take it over. It's mine. During this press conference, it's him and you see Netanyahu. Did not appear that they had talked about this before. And Netanyahu just kind of looks over. He said, wait, what was that? Trump says, yeah, it's ours now. We're taking control of it. It's going to be great. I'm a great land developer. It's going to be terrific. And Netanyahu starts sort of shuffling nervously, looking out at the press. What? Yeah, okay, anyway, we'll keep talking about that. And then what happened? Not just on Netanyahu's side, but on the Arab side. The Arab League immediately responded. Said, we have our own version of Gaza reconstruction. And we're going to spend $53 billion on it. And it's going to be led by Egypt. And it's going to be governed by Palestinians, but not by Hamas. We're going to probably disarm Hamas. Hamas says they don't want to disarm, but we're going to have to disarm. And we're going to have this governed by Palestinian technocrats. And we just don't do Trump's plan. I think Trump is negotiating. Whether that means to push Israel to action or the Arab League to action or both of them. I think that's what this is about. Because Trump came in, he said, I want to solve these wars. And he has ended an insane number of conflicts around the world. The Armenian-Azerbaijan conflict, the Cambodia-Thailand conflict that just opened up, the India-Pakistan conflict, the Israel-Iran conflict for now. And I think on this one, he's just saying, look, you got to figure something out to do. And most people are not going to tolerate the forcible removal of Gazans. Or the volunteer, you don't voluntarily remove over 2 million people. It's just not going to happen. They're not going to tolerate that. They don't want the U.S. to be leading the charge. So you don't want that, Arabs? Then you fix it. Because the Arabs don't want any part of the Palestine issue. The Arabs don't want any part of it. It's so easy to blame the Israelis. But the Arabs don't want to deal with this. I wouldn't want to deal with it either. And the Israelis don't want to bring this to a culmination. So, okay, Trump's going to come in. Huh? You can knock him for his unorthodox tactics, but the guy's generally gotten results, okay? A lot more than other people. That was a great clip. Now stop, ring the bell, subscribe, do it right now. Come on, please. That's how you. Thank you. Appreciate it. See you next time.